its Megatron, and now its residents shall witness its dismemberment. Rise, my podcast. Serve your new master well. All hail Unicron.
Hey everybody, welcome to All Hail Unicron, episode 54. That's right, 54. Post-TFCon coitus, post-TFCon weekend, post-TFCon hangovers. Oh, story to tell on that one. Post-TFCon
poops.
Period.
You got your period at TFCon? That's fucked up, Oscar.
So I'm your host, Oscar Alonso, and joining me tonight, he
Oscar
is the
bled
Mad Professor.
all weekend.
He is the Mad Professor, the repairer of soon-to-be broken figures, because I broke my fucking Mach 5 at the mushroom peg on the thigh.
Stupid American.
Stupid Rez America, you so broke it. The one, the only Mr. T2RX6, Justin.
Hello.
All right. And coming up next, he's my good friend of yours, the guy who I walked into in the middle of a phone call in the TFCon restroom as he was remortgaging his house because he wanted to pick up 5 Robosins Optimus Primes at TFCon. He is the only member of the Transformers community stuck in crippling financial debt, probably forever and ever. The one, the only Mr. Pre-Order Rich.
Hello, everyone.
And should I mention, Rich, you were probably the most popular guy at the convention, your booth, because you had not one, but 2 raffles. One which I had the honor of hosting, which was for the kids.
Just for the kids.
For the kids. Man, we do it for the kids.
And then one, who was it that hosted the grown-up one for the constructor? What was it, Dan? No.
Ryan.
Ryan got to host it. And that was a lot of fun to see a bunch of grown men go, oh, and then seeing probably the dirtiest, most unhygienic guy in the entire convention win constructor. As he approaches, I see Richard swatting flies, going, "Oh my God, this guy stinks so bad! Jesus Christ, what am I thinking?" He was about to pull it away, be like, "No, man, like, sorry, we pulled the wrong number."
You got to shower first before you can get.
No,
this.
but the cool thing is, it was that guy's birthday. So not only did he get to go to Transformers convention on his birthday weekend, but he also won what's going for a $900 third-party combiner.
Well, I hope he ended up winning a chance to get in the shower too if he stunk that bad. But you know,
yeah, all right. His parents were probably like, "Honey, I know you just won this, but maybe we could celebrate your birthday win with a shower." "I don't know, Mom. What if I meet chicks?" "Oh, honey, that's just gonna help it." But yeah, this is totally post TFCon, so we'll start with anybody get anything. Justin, you could go first.
Nope.
Okay.
I got a new washer and dryer. I got that because
Shazam!
To add to the crap storm that is this house, the washer started leaking, and we're like, well, fuck this thing. So we got that. But
so technically, that's like 2 Robosins in your
exactly. I'm
okay.
like washing machine transform, and it's like no.
Yeah. Okay, Rich, did you get anything this week?
I did. I got a couple New Age releases, the G2 Red Sludge, and also there's Swoop. And Swoop is fantastic. On par with the others. They're nice.
Very nice. That's nice.
So to qualify that, Rich and I have been wanting to print out the Borat of him saying very nice on it and just slap it around things in like the third party area. I was like, you should do that because obviously I wasn't there. And then what was the other one? There was the one that was like not this.
It's just him going not.
Yeah, just like slap that on all extra releases. Anyway, sorry.
All good. I also got that oversized KO, the Lime Toys Ares, I think is his name. He's the oversized KO of that MMC Optimus Orion Pax figure.
Oh shit!
So it's like MP10 scale.
Is he very nice or very not?
He's actually very nice.
Okay, good.
Very nice. And he's like $56.
That's not bad.
Is that the
very nice.
The like Optus Pexis or whatever? Is that
Optus Promenon?
Okay.
Yeah.
the one.
That really nice one that MMC's redone in various colors. Yeah, it's an oversized KO of that. Very nice though. I like it.
Do you ever wonder if some of these third party, quote unquote, third party KOs are just like MMC, but they don't want to like look like they like sold a shitty version of their product the first time, so they actually like upscale it, make themselves a different company, and call it a KO?
Maybe wasn't Keith doing that? Wasn't Keith?
I think Make Toys did that with Chrome Dome, if I recall.
Oh, maybe
correct.
that's right.
Yeah, they're just
Chrome Dome and Hardhead.
Yeah. Chrome Dome and Hardhead, right?
Yeah, we're not going to sell this for cheaper. We're just going to go ahead or we're not going to sell this. We're not going to change anything about it. We're just going to sell it cheaper and put a different name. We're not going to discount our release.
Yeah, and then didn't somebody say no? That was just old stock, extra stock, or something.
Like
Yeah,
trying to soften the blow so they don't feel bad because they own fucking a knockoff.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, whatever, motherfucker.
And now all they make is jets anyway. So
yeah,
I got two of the
ones.
TFCon exclusives. I got Marksman, which is that Fans Hobby G1 Predator Talon, and then I got the MMC tape.
Have a seat.
What's that?
Have a seat right over there.
Have a seat
Right over there. Yeah,
Let's see what you got in the bag. Pre-order. I see we got some got some White Claw. Let's see, we got a video camera. Is this a drone? Yeah, you got to film some aerial maneuvering. Yeah, not like you need it. You're like 6'7" and you fight Godzilla for sex. Let's see what else you got here. Oh, some fruit roll-ups. Yeah, I see the joke. You say, yeah, gay people do drive-bys. They're called fruit roll-ups. I get it. Yeah, that's really offensive. Fuck you, son of a bitch. Let's see what else you got in the bag here. Let's see what else we got in the bag. Hold on, let me. Should have got this first, but whatever. Let's see what else we got in the bag here. We got a Mock Toys Slipstream. That's just a recolored Starscream. Not even a chick-looking one. Okay, it's fucking gross. And oh, look at this, X Transbots. Got a Polyon. You were trying to sell for $150 at the convention. You fucking monster. Disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Back to you, Connie.
Take it away, Connie. What else did you get?
That's it.
Okay.
Oscar, what'd you get?
I got a bunch of stuff. So first off, let's talk about TFCon and how this stuff came to be. So, perks of TFCon was meeting the guys from the realm, but the biggest perk was probably getting to meet Richard face to face, right? So I go there and he's giving me dealer badges, so I don't have to buy a pass. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I could try to give him a hand on his booth, right?
You gave him a hand under his booth? What?
I had no idea it would get that bananas on Saturday. I mean, Friday, we're all taking our time, wheeling stuff in, right? I'm putting stuff on display on the table, which is like, fuck that. It's not going to sell that way. He's redoing it, right? Because he knows how to categorize his shit. So him, Ryan, Dan, and what's the name of the big Chris? Yeah. They're all setting the stuff up like they want. And, the big guy, Chris, with the glasses, with the plaid on, love that guy to death. Cuddly dude. But I wanted to be like, why'd you bring Star Wars to a Transformers convention? But I didn't want to be that guy, so I was like, he's probably not going to listen to this either. So
but he sold a lot, so
he did, and that's great.
That's good.
But
a lot of Star Wars.
I always have to question it though. It's like it's a Transformers convention. You have a lot of Black Series stuff, but yeah, tried to help where I could, help build shelves. It was an interesting experience, and then Saturday the floodgates of nerdom open. The problem with that was Friday night. I tried to go to sleep early because I was exhausted. Because I ended up showing up. I wanted to show up in Orlando by 7 after work. I didn't get done with work till like 6:15, so I ended up showing up at like 9:30. So Friday I spent helping, pre-order set up his shop. And then Friday night I hung out with some of the guys from the realm. And my biggest mistake was probably drinking with Ricky from the realm, who does like promotional work for Bobby Skullface. This guy Jason from the realm. And I never got so drunk in the last 20 years that bad. I mean, I puked in the fucking public restroom to the point where guys are like, all right, let's just go, man. Some guy's dying in there, And I went back to the room. I puked in there in the bathroom and then fell asleep on the bathroom floor. And then Saturday, I was just hungover to hell. Like, I forgot how bad they feel. I was able to eat and keep it down, but I just had this raging headache, and like apparently my face looked really pale. My blood sugar, for those of you who don't know, I'm a type 2 diabetic, was at a whopping 54 that morning. So like big shout out to big brother Derek B from Do You Even Transform, bro? My little moonlight project I do with guys from the realm. He's like, can I get you some coffee or something? Because I'm like basically barely holding myself up alongside freaking Richard and his friends. And I'm like, yeah, coffee would be great. So he goes to get me coffee. His wonderful wife is like, no, honey, get him some coconut water too. He's going to need that to help him rehydrate. So I downed the coconut water and then downed the coffee. Started kind of feeling myself, but I couldn't just keep myself together to be there the whole day. So I would disappear on Richard for hours at a time. And then come back like, oh, cool. I don't feel like passing out. Let's go downstairs again. Go downstairs. The body odor hits from like the random passerbyers. I'm like, I gotta go again. So I had to fucking leave. And I was like, oh my God. And like I had to use the bathroom. Then of course the worst thing to do in the bathroom besides wait to use the restroom is when someone gets out of a stall. And I'm a big boy myself, but my God, this was a big dude. And he was just like, oh, I heard that. I'm like, I'm going back to the room. Mm-hmm. I am not taking a shit in this bathroom. So I went back to the room, took care of business, came back down and helped Richard work out some more of the stuff. And then I just didn't feel good again. It was rough. It was around like 9 o'clock that night. I finally felt like myself. But the experiences were unique. What happened? So we had the kids raffle that night. That was fun. Like you could see some of the parents give a stink eye, right? But it was interesting because, like, I think out of a lot of the vendors there, and I'm obviously going to sound a little biased, but I think Richard had his stuff priced pretty fairly compared to some other people. Like, what was it?
Looking at you, Brandon.
The guy across the way was
yeah, the guy across the way was like pissed. Captain Madface. So Rich had these like GameStop Transformer helmets, like a Megatron and a Soundwave.
Nice. And I really wanted to get their Cobra Commander they had.
Yeah, what were you selling them for, Richard? Like 80?
$80.
Yeah, $80. This guy was selling his for what, 200?
He had, I think, the Soundwave at 180 and the Megatron at 220, or I might have that flipped, but yeah. And the Optimus was even higher.
Yeah. So, and, you know, he, like, walked over, looked at Richard's price, and shook his head, like, oh, these motherfuckers, I gotta go curl.
Then why, if you thought you could sell them for that, why did you fucking buy yours and put yours up for 200? Just like, thank you. And
I buy out of stock, and I'll increase the crap. Like, this is the guy that sells shit for, like, 5 times its worth on fucking eBay. Yep. Sets the trend, and we're going, see, it sold for that. But yeah, so, like, we had that. Then that poor guy actually had something stolen from him. I never found out what it was. He was asking us if we saw someone take a box of some kind, and my fear is that it was a cash box, which really sucked. But
oh, I didn't realize it was a cash box.
I that's what my fear was. I'm not saying it was.
Oh.
But you know, either way, it still sucks. You know, you're at and it happens to like when I was at the one in Canada, in Toronto, like 2015, I want to say. Like, someone stole Nick Roche's cash box.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so, like, it's,
I remember that. That's like a scummy move to do. Like, I mean...
It is. It's really bullshit, man. And it's like, you know, we all go there to have fun. Obviously, we're going to spend a little money or none at all, you know? Mm-hmm. Sometimes what people sell doesn't intrigue us. A bunch of the stuff I got from that convention did come from the Chosen Prime booth and Toy Dojo. I got to talk to the guys at TF Source and be like, hey, you know, I like your website. I think your customer service is great. But I just think the people that run your site and set the prices have a different definition on what the word sale means. Mm-hmm. Because knocking $2 off an item doesn't make it a sale. Like, come on, man. Like, and he and I had a good laugh. This other guy popped up. What's going on? I told him, and then he laughed too. And he's like, no, I talk to those guys all the time. They think they're doing okay. I'm like, oh my God. Like, dude, it's like you knock like $3 off a $150 toy. That's not a sale price, man. It's just a reduction. It's a fucking Walmart rollback. Like, you know, like, come on, man. But So some of the stuff I got first off, my intent was to go there and buy him regardless, and that was the Titans class Fortress Maximus and get him again because I miss having him. And I got it from pre-order's cart, as I was calling his booth. I also got the whole set of DX9 Dinobots.
Nice.
Which are fucking awesome. Which, because I bought them, inspired me to go into the New Age Dinobot set, but only the Shattered Glass versions. So tracking down the Grimlock was hard, but I scored him.
The rest of them shouldn't be too bad, though, right? Since they're all...
No, it's not. I picked up Sludge, and I'm just waiting for Swoop to come out for his Shattered Glass version. So the first two are underway.
Those molds are so good.
I won't know. I saw a bunch of them on display. That's why I jumped on them, and then like messing with the DX9. I'm like, oh man, I want the Shattered Glass version. This would be sweet.
I can tell you, the DX9 is very good until you get the New Age ones, and then you're like, man.
Like I even made a little shelf spot underneath my Magic Square combiner sets because now I have going on 3 combiners Legends class next to my Jetfire from Magic Square. But yeah, so I got them. I also got Titans Return Hot Rod because you know I'm a Rodimus fanboy. I also picked up Titans Return. Yeah, that's sure too. Also picked up Trigger Happy. That was a good pickup also. And we had a saying between Richard and I. I was like, just put it in the box. Put it in the box. Like, that was all my stuff. And I'm thinking, like, oh, man, how much am I going to offer this guy for all this shit? I picked up a KO MP version 2 Megatron, which is good. You know, I ain't transforming him because I ain't got a fucking afternoon to kill. But he poses great, holds his cannon well. He's on my Megatron shelf with everyone else. So he looks awesome. So I'm very happy with it. Let's see, what else did I get off you there, Richard? I think that's it for your booth.
I think that's it.
Yeah, you weren't going crazy. But yeah, I did pick up also the exclusives, which was the Huntsman, as well as the Chrome Dome Joker, which comes with a Chrome Dome head and Joker colors, but also a Joker bot head, which is pretty cool, which is what's on them now. I loved how their advertisements, they have the head like blocked off by the bang on the end of the gun. And it's like, man, you know, Hasbro, you know, DC's looking at this like, go ahead, man, show it. See what happens. We got lawyers on speed dial right now. They're waiting for this shit to come. So, yeah, I picked him up. I did get the MMC Rewind and Eject set because I didn't get them at, I think they were at BotCon when they first came out, but now they're there. So I picked them up also. I did pick up Fans Hobby Double Dealer, which is, wow. Like, holy shit.
You liked it so much that you just wouldn't.
I mean,
full auto.
I knew it was.
Holy shit.
I mean, I think the most complex thing about that is like, it's not transforming the legs. Like Fans Hobby figures are not known for their like intense like transformation, like compared to like a Fans Toys. You know what I mean? Or like the X Transbots figures. It's simple, but yet still satisfying. And the fact that everything is on a ratchet is like fucking sweet. But the most complicated pain in the ass thing was probably forming that backpack on Double Dealer with what is the wings. And then my fear, because when I transformed into robot mode, he had that ugly ass bird head, the head that has like the bird like mouth open and shit, you know? And I'm just like, oh, this is fucking dumb. Shit. Like, I don't want this fucking mode. It's dumb. But yeah, you can spin him around. You get the regular robot head. I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Yeah, so he was fun. I also picked up the Toy Deco version of G1 Hosehead from Fans Hobby. I forgot what his name is, like Fire Tank or something like that. Flame Tank.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah. I picked him up because I already have one in my stash on a Chosen Prime, but I am going to customize that one into a Pyro. So because I'm not paying $500 for a fucking like something that's essentially a Voyager class fucking third party figure, man. Like I'm good.
I gotta give Brandon a shout out on that one because when that released, I was like, damn it, I missed the window for the thing. He's like, oh, I got you, and just hooked me up with one at that cost. I was like, nice.
No, how much was it?
Like $60 or something, $70. It was cheap.
You lucky bitch. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I almost picked up their boss from a guy I met at TFCon named Logan. He was part of the Realm crew. And I'm like, hey, man, like, you know, I'm looking online. He's going between, like, $200 to $300. So I'm telling Logan, like, dude, like, you know, you're young. I have the flow. Like, I'll PayPal you $200 for him. He's like, oh, I just sold him. I'm like, well, cancel the sale. What did you sell him for? I'm like, what'd you sell him for? He goes, $125. I'm like, oh, my God. But then I'm like, that's just as well. Like I owe Rich money, so he's like, yeah, man, I gotta pay one of them credit cards that got racked up because of TFCon. But
rumor has it he opened 3 credit cards at TFCon
over the phone.
There's so many reveals.
He's like, and how much can I get this balance?
Can you increase that balance by another $2,500? Roboson's got a sale, man. I believe that's all the stuff I got. I was gonna pick up some Legends over there in the Chosen Prime booth because he's the only one that had him there, and I was gonna pick up the Grimlock because I bumped into Deluxe Baldwin.
Sorry for your loss.
I had fun. Stop. He's like, why don't Justin talk to me, man? I'm like, why don't you talk to him? No, I don't want to, man. I'm like, well, then I guess you'll never find out, will you? He's like, I still listen. Y'all make fun of me. I'll see how it is. I'm like, shut up. He's like, no one listens to my stuff anymore. It's got like, we sit there bullshitting, right? Because I was like hungover that day. And we're catching up on the old Shattercast Uncut days. And I'm not lying when I say this, guys. Especially the 6 of you listening, especially Big Joe, my roommate. He had like 15 people interrupt us. Like he didn't have them. Like 15 people interrupt us mid-conversation just to shake his hand. Take selfies with him.
But nobody watches his shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like, oh my God. Like, I'm like, I got when we first launched Shattercast Uncut, and the only reason why we got out there is because we were talking a lot of shit about the mainline Hasbro, and that was like the cool thing to do at the time, you know, because the proper thing to do with a Hasbro release was praise it regardless of how shit it was. You know, I maybe got recognized for my voice once or twice. That was about it. I had a couple of people like, oh, well, your voice sounds real from me. I'm like, I'm a nobody. That was about it. So, and it's like I just can't believe like he looks me deadpan in the face like, man, you know, no one even watches my stuff, man. Like, you know, it's just fucking, it's so stupid, man. Like, oh man, like I put in all this work. And I'm just like, but you literally just had like 15 people interrupt us to shake your hand and take selfies with you because they love you, dude. Like I'm talking, like straight up, like I don't know, like, oh my God, Deluxe, bro, I'm such a big fan.
I can say that is never an experience I've had as a YouTuber. So I've had a couple people like recognize me, but nobody walking up to take selfies or anything with me. So
one guy was like, hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. Are you Deluxe Baldwin? And he's like, yeah. Can I get a photo with you for my Instagram? He's like, yeah, man, yeah, go ahead. So he just plops his ass right between the two of us. I'm like, I was like, you famous bitch. But I'm happy for him. He looked like he had a blast. Apparently, I also met Bob Budiansky, and he signed 2 pieces for me that I now have proudly hung on my wall. To meet the guy who made G1 very popular. Yeah, and, you know, it was Dennis O'Neil that supposedly named Optimus Prime. Fuck him. Fucking killed my fucking patience with Nightfall. Fucking dumbest story ever. Break the Batman's back. Picked some of that stuff up. Met my good friend.
He had one of the best looking Batmans, though. I mean, Azrael Batman is awesome looking.
Oh boy, can you get more 90s than that?
Don't care. Looks fucking awesome.
I polished my armor with your blood, criminal scum.
I love Azrael Batman.
It's like a guitar riff should have played every time he shows up on a rooftop. Time to fight crime. I'm
okay with it.
But meeting a lot of guys from the realm was a lot of fun, especially Joe. Got the bunk up my buddy Joe, who
is it a Joe S?
Yeah, Joe S.
Yeah, shout out to him. He stopped by the booth and said
hello. Yeah, and he was also
himself.
Impressed by the 6'8" frame that is pre-order. Don't be fooled, guys. His photo on Facebook may look like he used to sell houses. the guy's a fucking giant.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I look out, they're like, "Hey, Rich, this guy wants to know if he could get this for 25 instead of 30." He looked down and be like, "What? I can't hear you from down there. Come into my hand, Oscar. I'm lifting you up for now. Tell me, what is his offer? 25? Tell him no." And he drops me 30 feet back onto the ground. No, and here's the thing, right? So, like, it's not like Rich's prices were set in stone. Someone would be like, you want 40 for this? Will you do, like, 35? He's like, yeah, I'll do 35. I'll do 35. You know, he was flexible, whereas other people are like, no, man, prices are firm. I got to make my money back. Like, on what? Your eBay purchases, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, that was my haul from TFCon, and still kind of riding a high a bit, you know? Surprised I've become such a fan of Fans Hobby. Also, Joe S surprised me. He gave me the Abominus Power of the Prime set.
Powder
All
Prime.
5
Oh,
things.
nice.
So,
Powder Primes.
But I'll tell you what I didn't get pre-order was a 3D printed Combiner Wars hand and foot set that you said you have for me at TFCon. He also made my boss's day because I gave my boss a Jim Lee autographed Batman comic. No. And he was like, "Oh, this is so cool, dude. This is going like." He's like, "I'm gonna get this framed," and yeah, this is going on my. He's like a huge Bat fan, dude. It's fucking insane. So it's like he understood why I was so excited to go to this convention, and it's been a rough year, you know. So it's like it was a welcome 4-day break from everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I got from there.
Very nice.
Yeah,
TFCon was a lot of fun.
It was.
The raffles were good fun. The kids were so excited.
It's super cool to do, man. Really
I got a humble brag. So throughout Sunday, every time some kid would come up, be like, "You want 20 for this? I got $7." And I'd be like, "I'll take the 7." And then I'm putting the difference in his box. Just. And then it's like, yeah, man, like his buddy, the bald guy with the glasses, is that Dan?
That's Dan, yes.
Yeah, Dan's like, dude, Oscar's over here, like, you know, taking lowball offers from these kids and paying the difference. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Kids.
And Oscar wouldn't take the money back.
Yeah, fuck that noise. It's kids, you know, they deserve a good like memory and stuff. You know, and I don't know, I just find it fun.
And then they realized that they were buying those shitty Transformers that you get from Walgreens off of Rich.
So I will say there were 2 people that were like, "Man, get out of here." And there was one person, actually a dad and his kid, that I was like really impressed with. So last year at Chicago, I did a raffle also with my friends, and I raffled off a Feral Rex, complete boxes, everything. And this year I did the same thing. I had a raffle, and it was like, you know, basically it's like every $25 you spend, you get a ticket. And this guy was up there with his kid, and they bought something, and it was like, I don't know, $75-$80. And I was like, "Oh, well, you know, we got this raffle." And he's like, yep, heard about it. And I was like, "Let me get you 3 tickets." And he goes, "Nope, we're good. We're the ones who won Feral Rex last year. Give our tickets to the next person."
Huh.
I was like, wow, that's really cool, you know, like super impressed by that.
Yeah.
The 2 people I was not impressed with was we had these gift bags, and these little gift bags had raffle tickets on them for the kids, and inside was just a bunch of random stuff. Some of them had a tactic, some of them had dog tags, and there's a whole bunch of little things in there, you know.
I'm not gonna say who the person that didn't impress you was, but he may have come from Ocala, Florida.
Well, he wasn't the one trying to hustle. Some guy comes up with this little girl. She can barely see over the 2 tubs that we have all these bags on. And I recognized them because they were just over there. And I gave her a raffle or a little gift bag. They were free. And this guy comes up and he's like touching them. And he's got his little girl, you know, holding her hand. And he's like, hey, can I get one of these? And I'm like, well, those are for the kids. and I'm like, I think I just gave you guys one, right? And he goes, oh, no, see, so I can't get one of these? I can't get another one of these? And I'm like, well, come on, you know, they're for the kids. There's nothing in there that an adult would really want other than his, you know, little knickknacks, whatever. And then he goes, well, see, we just, we can't remember if we got one, and we think maybe we lost it. I'm like, are you sure? And then he looks down at her and he goes, did you get one of these? And she goes, yeah, I got one. And then he goes, like, he kind of looks like her, and he walks away. I'm like, come on. Like,
yeah, come on.
And then we had a bunch of gifts. We had 13 gifts total. And what we were doing was Oscar would call out a number, and then the kid would come up and they'd get to pick whatever gift they wanted that was out of what was left. And one of the gifts I had in there was a complete set of the Combiner Wars Menasor. It had repo labels on it, everything, all the parts. Oh, it had upgraded hands and feet, and I just was like,
that kid got upgraded hands and feet, but I got stuck with nothing.
I'll get you your hands. But like a couple hours. He's like a couple hours after the raffle. This woman comes up. She's pushing a stroller, and there's this kid, and he's like, I guess he had talked to Chris, and then come down to me and acted like he was just continuing the conversation. He goes, "Yeah, I mean, there's a duplicate in here." I'm like, "What?" He's got the big bag that's got all the Menasor stuff in it. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? I don't understand. And his mom goes, "Oh, he's one of the figures in there is a duplicate. He's already got it at home." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, now you have the whole set." And he goes, "But can I trade it?"
No, that's not how a raffle works, dumbass.
Yeah, I'm like, well, the prize is the prize. And he goes, "Well, I just want to trade the duplicate figure." I'm like, I mean, it was a prize in a raffle.
Yeah.
And he goes,
"Don't be big dicks."
I already have it. And I'm thinking, give it to your friend, or whatever. Yeah. And so I'm like, all right, I'll entertain what he wants to trade for. I'm like, well, what are you thinking you want? What are you thinking for a trade? And he goes, I was thinking that black Zarek down there. And I'm like, Black Zarek? Like the big one? He goes, no, the little one. Well, I had an Iron Gear Black Zarek. And
Iron Factory.
I'm sorry, Iron Factory. Yes, thank you.
Get it right, at least. Jesus Christ.
I know. Don't even know what I'm pre-ordering these days.
Nerd.
But he wanted to trade for this Iron Factory Black Zarek. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, we can't do that. And he's like, oh. And his mom's like, well, thank him anyway. And I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's talk about your sore winners, man.
I know. And he had his pick too. It's not like we said, here's your prize. And he went, oh, I don't want this. He came up and there were still quite a few things left, actually.
Yeah. And he picked the fucking Menasor bag.
Yeah.
He basically won a set that is going for sale in groups for like $150. And well, he's a kid, but
I know.
Some of them, like, I really felt bad for the one little girl that kept waiting for her number to be called.
She was so excited every pull.
Yeah, and you and I were like, yo, if we see that girl again, we need to give her something. Because, like, it was so heartbreaking. Like, she just was destroyed.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I was like, oh, no.
And there was one kid, you'll appreciate this, Oscar. I think this is when you weren't at the table. He got a bag, and inside the bag were two Tactics figures. One of them was Rodimus, like the Energon Rodimus Tactics.
Yeah.
He was so freaking excited that he got a Rodimus.
Oh, man.
He was so excited. And then he and his dad came back later that day, and he's like, man, these are great little toys. What are these, And I told him what they were, and he's like, he won't put them down. And then the next day, Sunday, he came back and he's like, do you have any more of those, or do you have any info on them? Because he played with those all night long in the hotel room. He was so excited.
That's cool as shit. That is very cool. Fuck yeah. I also picked up an Iguanas, Beast Wars Iguanas from your buddy's Beast Wars table. Oh, yeah, for my nephew Alex, and he is in love with that little dude, man. He's like, you need to get me more ones like this because he transforms fast. I'm like, pal, like that's the only line that did it. I mean, I can hunt them now; they're not that expensive. He's like, yeah, you need to do that because look at it. He's a lizard, he's a robot. He's a lizard, he's a robot. And then he thought he broke it because the tail pops off to turn into the gun, right? So he's like, all quiet in the cars. I picked him up from school the next day. And I thought I'd bring him his gifts, and he was just like all quiet after he was playing with it, and I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, you can't get mad. I'm like, what's wrong? I was like, I broke it. I'm like, what do you mean you broke it? So we're at a red light. I look at him like, no, dude, like this pops back on and then it pops off for a gun. See, he's like, oh, he's got a tail for a gun. I'm like, yeah. Whoa. He let out a Keanu Reeves, whoa. You know, I was just like, it was worth it. But yeah, I bumped into my buddy Ryan from Titan Monarchy. He's some of you guys know his artwork. He did a few alternate covers for the Beast Wars comic when IDW had the rights. The watercolor pieces. Known the guy now for a little over a year. I always go back and forth, show him stuff I've drawn, gives me his critiques, his serious. He destroys my stuff to help build me back up. Bumped into him, bought 3 pieces off of him. One with the Predacons for my nephew Alex, one with the Maximals for my other nephew Sebastian, who likes Optimus Primal, and then he did this one piece of Winnie the Pooh. Whereas he transforms into a warrior, and I mean his version of anamorphic robots made from animals could be kind of gruesome because you see like bone structure and like internal organs hanging there and stuff. So there's this Winnie the Pooh with this mean looking battle face on, and his rib cage is exposed. You see his intestines, and the 3 jars of honey on his back merged to form a cannon.
Nice.
And my sister loves Winnie the Pooh, so like I gave it to my big sister. I'm like, here you go. She's like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? I'm like, that is Winnie the Pooh. She's like, no, that is not. Oh my god, is that his intestines? I'm like, yes, it is. And the big pile of red on the ground, that would be blood. Why is there so much blood? Because he transforms, so it just dumps blood everywhere. She's like, ugh. She's like, I will treasure this, but I will not hang this in the living room. I will hang it in my room. I was like, okay, cool, that works. Yeah. So it was interesting to say the least. It was a great experience seeing everybody, hanging out with everybody. We hit Sunday. I got to learn how they that pre-order rolled in there with like a full U-Haul trailer full of totes and left with like 5 full ones. I got to help them put everything away and hustle it back out to the truck. And, we cleaned up very quickly compared to feeling bad for guys like at the Chosen Prime that have like this fucking setup that he said took him like a day and a half. And now he's got 6 hours to take it apart. Like, holy crap. The cool thing was the Robosun guys. Seeing their display, I got to see the Robosun Grimlock in person. And that's a big fucking unit. That is huge. But the Robosun guy, like the oldest guy in that group, was sitting there puffing on a cigar, and I'm like, "You guys move a lot of product this weekend?" He's like, "Man, I pulled up in here with 7 pallets worth of stuff." He's like, "I'm leaving with like 1.5." I was like, "Wow, that's all." He's like, "Yeah, we sold a lot, man."
Yeah, that booth was hopping all day.
Yeah, it was. Like they had the fucking the G1 Prime fighting the movie Prime. They had. They're like, yeah, make them fight. Of course someone was going to say that, right? It's like you're at a Transformers convention. You have 2 Optimus Primes. There's got to be that one guy going, can you make them fight? Let them fight. And they did. And you hear them going, yeah, right there. I did get to see the YOLO Park table also. Got to mess with their G1 Megatron model kit. Amazing model kit. Amazing. I can't say that enough. For it being a model kit, it is deceptively light. It articulates really well. It is gonna be a good addition to anyone's collection. There's already like a few people that got their copies early, and they're like already praising the shit out of it. I've seen a few videos already. A lot of them. Guys talking in Chinese, so I don't know what they're saying, but I'm seeing the posability factor of it and how he scales with other figures. And if you like your Megatron to be really big and imposing, that's the one you want, is the YOLO Park. If you want them for your chugs. But that's enough about TFCon. Let's talk about third-party news. Oh, speaking of which, TFCon third-party panel slides and dealer room prototype pics.
All right. I got a third-party panel synopsis for everything here. I looked through it earlier, and I had a rundown. And I don't know if we want to go through the slides, and when we get to each showing. You know, like I think first up is Mechanic Skill Studio. I'll give my synopsis of them, and we'll go through the slides. Which one do you want? Let's do it that way.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So what are we looking at first? We're gonna look at the dealer room picks.
No.
Or let's go right to the slides.
Mechanic Studio 01 Sirius, a slow solo wing.
All right. So we're gonna go right through the slides. So
okay.
Mechanic Skill Studios. All right. My take on that: Mechanic Skill Studios is like these pictures still look as good as the last time you saw them.
It's true.
Yeah. Just higher quality.
Yep.
And yes, it's an Armada Starscream is the first one, the solo wing. Next is Collection Space.
All right. And before I go on to Collection Space, I do want to say I feel like this last third-party panel was kind of lackluster for me, personally. But anyway, Collection Space is like, but what if it had tits?
It's Bumblebee, but a Bumblebee you can fuck.
Uh-huh.
If you're a toaster.
So we've seen this before. All it is just a shell of a Volkswagen, and like
it's a big fucking backpack. Like I don't even know how they're getting this posability down. I'm thinking maybe they're airbrushing they're photoshopping that fucking stand out of it.
Quite possible.
Yeah, because look, you could even take it off and then it's back to fuck me Bumblebee. So
yeah, with wheels sticking out its ass, and then the car doesn't like all the compromises you made in the shell that's on it, and the car looks kind of shitty with the folding wheel like that. Like it's just weird.
The wheels in its ass really do redefine the term cushion for the pushing.
Also, this may be the first time I've seen it, but I'm looking at picture 30, and that is a large front end on a Volkswagen Beetle. Like that is, it's like we slapped a different Volkswagen Beetle to like a normal Volkswagen Beetle. I don't know. It's weird.
We put a V8 450 horsepower engine in front of this Volkswagen Beetle.
Exactly.
Up next, we're gonna breeze through these because guys got to get by 4 in the
morning. Kang Toys is like, here's a bunch of spiky things that we want to give Planet X a run for their stabby money. Also, we're too stylized for you to tell what it is, so we can't get sued.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a Spinosaurus. Okay, that's about the only one I'll buy from this set. Everything else looks fucking dumb.
Yeah, I get what you're doing, but like none of these look like the Dinobots to me. These look like Gundams that are dinosaurs. You know, like nothing about this is like I need these. You know, I don't know.
You had O.J. Simpson at Stabby though. He's in.
It's Kill Your Ex-Wife Stabby.
Exactly.
Especially that freaking swoop. That's what you want to call it. Jesus Christ, that's like a Transmetal 2 pterosaur. All right, so you went through that.
All right, Make Toys. Make Toys is like, here's a seeker you didn't ask for. What? Highbrow? Never heard of them. Did I mention this one's a girl?
Yeah. You could fuck this one too, just like the Bumblebee.
Except that it does not have anything that would let you know that it's actually a girl, because lowest hanging fruit there. So yeah, this is Slipstream, and as an animated fan, I'm offended. So
yeah,
so the word around the dealer room was this sold out Friday night.
Be right back.
And then they had to put some more pre-orders up.
Really? Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, because like when I look at this, like this, I'd almost rather this could have come out in the Starscream mode to be like generic Seeker in the background. Like the fact that they're calling it Slipstream and then like there's just nothing done to it at all. You know, to make you think about Slipstream. I'm like, I don't know. This is just stupid and a waste of time to me. I don't know.
Yeah, a different head would have gone far with this.
Yeah, a different head, but like even the body just doesn't work. Like there's nothing feminine about that Seeker mold, you know? And then like to just try to be like, we colored it like Slipstream, and you know, I mean, like that's literally the only difference is they colored it like Slipstream. Back. So yeah, I don't know.
It's in stock at TF stores right now, but yeah, it's sold out at TFCon on Friday night. I don't know why they didn't bring more, but
I hate this.
It's dumb. It was a dumb premise for a fucking exclusive. So moving on. Hello, Robot Toys. Justin, go ahead.
All right. So Robot Toys is like, not only are we new, but this is something new. So that's the only one that I could think of that I don't think we've seen before when I looked. Well, it's the only big thing I've seen that I don't remember seeing anywhere. This Optimus Prime and this Megatron.
You know what these...
Clever name for Primal. Love it, Caesar.
Mm-hmm. I like it too.
Yeah. These look almost exactly like, or like they were stylized after those 25th anniversary Primal and Megatron that came out
Yeah, I could see
back
that.
in the Toys R Us days that were more robotic looking animals or alt modes.
Yep. And I'm getting like waves of wannabe flame toys from the Primal with the shoulders and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think this looks bad. I think that this is cool. I'm not picking it up, but it's cool. I could see if I was a Beast Wars fan, I would probably pick these up. I'm just not. Are these like, they look like, I can't tell the size though. Like, what's the scale of these things?
I think they're roughly Voyager scale.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't look like they were MP size, but they don't look Legends either, so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, up next, Metagate.
Metagate is like, we love the Bumblebee movie. So yeah, they have their whatever drop kick or whatever, and then shatter, whatever. Yeah, drop kick's the other one, right?
Yeah.
And then there's something new that they show here that I am not familiar with. I assume that it was Bumblebee movie related.
It's another remold of fucking their drift that they did. It's a different color.
Yep.
With a new head. Next, HTB Toys. It
All right.
stands for Half the Battle Toys.
All right. Half the Battle Toys is like, we made a hammer that makes no sense. And look, we made the smallest action figure ever. Don't you love us?
I hope they don't make it. Yeah, these are dumb. These are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
These are One Studio.
01 Studio is like, we spent so much money developing these molds. Love it. Please love it. Look, I can Iron Man pose. Ignore the fact that I can only look at my shoulder, though.
I guess it's their Energon Unicron repaint.
And then look at picture 106. It's so fucking bad. Oh my god.
Getting there.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Why would a planet have to pose like that?
Yeah, like they're
He
like
literally just destroyed another world by doing that. Like, nice try. Oh no, I've killed everyone I was protecting. At least a country worth.
The Iron Man pose is just like so overdone on toys to show posability. But like, if you can't make the head look up, then you can't Iron Man pose, right? Like,
I just find it funny that Marvel Legends, Hasbro, that had a license for them for the longest time, their action figures could not Iron Man pose. Recently.
Yeah. But here we have we have this one, Iron Man posing in the worst way possible. Iron Factory is like, do you remember us? We're just over here doing our thing. Here's Sideswipe. We forget about us too. That's why he doesn't fit our own aesthetics.
What about their Fallen figure?
He's fine.
It's Chaos Paladin, but downsized.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Sideswipe looks great for a samurai. Magic Square Toys.
Magic Square is like, here's the Prime we've shown before. Isn't that the point of a third-party panel, to show you things we've already shown before? No, we've got nothing new planned.
And he transforms into absolute garbage. New Age.
New Age is like, oh, there's versions of Swoop you want to see and you know they're coming? Nah, here's the things you knew are coming in Sea-Spray.
Well, you meant Wheeljack.
Well, I know Wheeljack. Well, he's the things you knew was coming. And
Yeah.
Sea-Spray. I don't think we knew Sea-Spray was coming.
Image 136, it's like swoops in there going, ooh, look at me, I've got missiles, I'm going to spray. There's a Shatterglass swoop I ordered. Yeah, man, looking tight. Different head sculpt and everything. And the Pterodactyl has a full hog. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yes, Sea-Spray, no one cares. Non-F, go.
Non-F is like, here's a bunch of things that can be used anywhere in your toy collection. And you all love paddles, right?
So they are redoing Dino Riders as well as Inhumanoids, which I'm a little excited for. Fans hobby, go.
And I noticed that they had their figures were fitting in the Exo Squad suits from back in the day, if anyone remembers that. Fans hobby's like, remix, and here's a new Minicon blaster.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's all just repaints of things they've already released. So.
Oh, they're doing it. Whoa, hold on a second. You're telling me they're doing a double evil again that's even bigger than the one they released?
No, I.
Are you?
Right?
No,
Where?
it's
Where?
Image 151.
151. Oh, I didn't even notice. I just thought, are you sure? Maybe it's just different color.
Oh no, it's comparison. This is them on their scale, man. Like it's
No,
different colors,
I doubt
and
that.
he is bigger.
Why is it just slightly bigger?
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
doubt that. I
Oh,
feel
he's
like
got
someone. I feel like someone copied and pasted an image wrong here.
So they're adding the new faceplates for this new version of Overlord. Bastards. I fucking missed out on that one. So yeah, he looks great with their Dreadwing, and then their Shatterglass Armada Optimus Prime.
I think the difference is the tank must be different because it looks like the legs are different on that comparison pic. Slightly different.
I see.
So maybe,
I see.
Maybe the tank is a little bit
No. Look at the left leg. The left leg is the same as the legs on MB08. The right leg, they forgot to fold down a panel, so it looks different. But the left leg, they did fold down said panel. I don't think it's any different. I think it's just scaled wrong.
Okay, as long as they're just fucking up on their Photoshop.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. They have a Nemesis Armada Optimus Prime.
Hooray! Maybe he won't crack like your other one.
Boy, am I glad I missed out on that. They had plenty of him in the Energon Prime there.
I want the Energon Prime. I just don't want to spend the absurd amount of money they decided that they should sell him for.
To get Diabetic Prime?
Yeah.
My blood sugar's low. I need X-Transbots. Go, Justin.
X-Transbots is like, here's a bunch of repaints you didn't ask for, and a Devastator we've been showing for a while. Don't worry, we're X-Transbots. You have no reason to question our quality. We're producing a line of legends. Trust us, you have nothing to worry about.
They're recoloring the shit out of that fucking James Bond figure they made.
And it's just like none of them make sense. They're like, here's the racing deco, and here's this one, and here's that. I'm like, what are you doing?
So you guys remember this episode? Look, he's yellow now, not blue.
He's red. Oh yeah, you guys wanted a red version, right?
Oh, the official pace card. This one's racist because it's all white.
Yeah, I really don't understand what they're doing here.
They got one in red. I don't understand it either. I would not pre-order any of this shit. And yes, this is
I would not either. I expect absolutely every single one of these to be in BBTS's Black Friday end of the year sale in a year or two. So,
yep.
And
absolutely every one of them.
Nothing but CAD renders of the Constructicons. Yeah, we get it. You're not gonna finish this either.
What I personally love, and they show Megatron ass, which I assume means they're doing a Megatron. But I mean, come on, your quality is garbage. I don't trust that you could make a Megatron that turns into a gun that's not going to be Apollyon levels of bad. They show Ironhide from the back, and they're like, yeah, we're making our own masterpiece Ironhide. Look how clean he looks. No, we can't show you his face, which leads me to believe that the face is garbage now, and they don't know.
They did show the Ratchet over there.
Did they?
And
yeah, we'll see in the second link.
Okay.
The dealer room pics has some actual prototypes that were on display.
Well, we'll look at that. The Legends thing that gets me though is on like you are literally showing Streetwise, which I think is one of your weakest releases as of late as a Legend. I'm like, oh, I don't really know about that one. I don't know how that makes me feel. So, and also I don't think their Devastator looks particularly good combined, but maybe that's just me. I don't know.
I love how Picture 235 Mixmaster is once again the
black
non-finished one like we saw with that Studio One.
Yep. So I don't know. The proportions of Devastator look weird to me, and like the head is super weird. Like I know there's room to change it or whatever, but like it does not look good. And then they show all these alternate faces of Devastator, and like none of them look good. Like
you like the first one with the football helmet on?
Yeah, he's like, hey guys, I'm special. My mom makes me wear a helmet when I go to school.
Prepare for destruction.
You know.
Somebody posted online that the third one on the top looked like Ted Danson from Cheers.
I could see that.
I love Whoopi Goldberg. We had lots of sex together.
Yes.
I'm in a show called The Good Place.
So let's see. The top second one on the top is like, hey, I'm just like a Devastator knockoff. You know, I don't want to be sued, so I kind of look like Devastator. The very right looks it's like Metroplex and Devastator had a baby, and that's what came out.
The second one on the top there on the left, That's called the Tuesday morning special. Devastator.
Exactly, it's the Tuesday morning Devastator. Yeah. And then the bottom ones are always like, let me check out all my different sunglasses I have, but it doesn't fix the shape of my head.
And then the one all the way to the left on the second row, that looks like a Devastator that just opened up his fucking cell phone bill. The fuck do I need international day pass for? It's fucking stupid.
And did it get punched between the eyes?
He might have.
I know, right?
Why does it look sunken in?
It does. None of these look good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, X-Transbots. Your product, it doesn't look good to me.
All right, let's see here. Fans Toys, go.
Fans Toys is like, we can't complete a combiner, so here's a new combiner. Oh, and that tape you want? Man, you'll have to buy the repaint of Soundwave. You don't. What color was Slugfest again?
White. He's the T-Rex, right?
No, Slugfest is the Stegosaurus.
Yeah, the Stegosaurus. He was, I don't remember.
Green.
Oh, so now he's yellow.
Yeah, there is. Now, if you look up Slugfest, like G1 Slugfest, there does appear to be a yellow version of it, but Slugfest was always green. So I'm a little confused by this coloring that they did. And I'd like to, we're doing Devastator too. I'm like, I don't fucking care about Devastator anymore. Like I am so past Devastator that at this point you need to complete the other fucking combiners for me to come back and be like, all right, now I see why I need a Fans Toys Devastator, right? Like,
yeah.
Until you do that, like, I don't give two shits about Devastator anymore. I'm sorry, I don't. So.
I agree. I pre-ordered him anyway.
Yeah.
If I don't like them, I'll sell them.
Oh, I'm sure you can. Yeah. So.
But I did pick up the Black Soundwave too. Sound Blaster. Sorry.
Yeah, it just makes me mad because like I really want Ratbat, and then the fact that Ratbat is stuck with him, I'm like, that's stupid.
That's the Takara move.
Yeah,
That's
Takara is like, this is how you're gonna buy our product. I'm like, this is how I'm gonna wait for it to be knocked off. And guess what I'm gonna do here? We're just gonna wait until it gets knocked off because that's what's gonna ultimately happen. So.
Yeah, I think Scrapper looks good. So that's why I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Yeah. If I like him, cool. If not, then I'll fucking flip him.
At some point, you'll have 4 of the Constructicons, and the other ones won't come out anymore. And
I'll be 50.
Like, what happened? So, yeah, you'll be dead. So.
Shit. Okay.
You'll be going in your casket.
Better hope that doesn't come to pass, you fucking monster.
You'll be getting in your casket, and fans toys like, we figured out how to make a combiner.
We finally did it.
Yeah, we're gonna be releasing the second trailer for Menasor next week. Like, well, I'm dead already. Yeah. It's too late. So.
Well, that got dark.
Yeah, it did get dark real fast. MMC, go.
MMC is like, whoops, we spilled the beans on our hotspot 2 weeks ago and have nothing new to show. Blades Groove? Never heard of them.
We showed our hotspot. We showed our fucking Streetwise.
Ratbat's new, isn't it?
Say what? New?
Did they show Ratbat before?
No, that's new. I never knew they showed a Ratbat.
No, I don't. I glossed right over it, honestly. So
it's gonna be part
of their tape line, which everybody seems to love. I don't have any of their tape line, so it has no interest.
I do love the Black Lion tape.
That Black Lion was a really cool idea for an exclusive, for sure.
I kind of hope they take their Ravage and do the other 4 now.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat.
Yeah, Hotspot looks ridiculous, but he always does.
Hotspot's fine. I'm okay with it.
It looks dumb.
Their Devastator looks like it's doing Devastator things, but guess what? I don't fucking care about Devastator still. It hasn't changed since Fans Toys just showed it first, so like let's
delete us is his name.
Yeah. Delete us. Yeah.
Delete us.
I mean,
construction engineer.
That's a terrible name for your combiner, right? Like, I mean, that's like MMC asking to go out of business. Delete us.
It's like done that's what you really want. And his name is the War Titan Destructor. Wow.
I don't like the combine mode.
It's as if they got some half-ass dumbass from Mattel to fucking name the shit that used to be in the He-Man department.
I will say the Defensor combine mode looks great, but
it'll be tiny.
Yeah.
Looks a little top heavy.
Yeah.
Like he was not missing chest and
What's weird to me is that Devastator is made up of 6 spots, right? Like, but why is he the same size as Hotspot or as Defensor and Bruticus? Like, I always to me Devastator seems like he should be bigger than most of the other combiners simply on the fact that he's 6 robots instead of 5. It's just weird. This is just weird. I feel like these are going to be really tiny Constructicons, honestly.
Yeah. All right, so moving on to the sales floor stuff. You got your notes ready there, Justin?
No, that's all I had. I didn't do notes for
Okay, so Fans Hobby shows are MB08A, Double Evil with the extra faces. Extra Power Master, sorry. Then you have
their Jet
the
Fire,
Dreadwing and
whatever.
And Dreadwind, whatever their names are, the Japanese decos, as well as the American decos. They have the Armada Jetfire from Fans Hobby also, which I kind of wanted at first, but now I look at that gun and how ridiculous it looks. It's like, no, I'll pass. Yeah, I'll pass. So he looks silly. Goddamn, that fucking Micromaster is fucking stupid. Next up is what looks like to be the MMC Defensor, right?
No, I think this is
the
X-Transbots.
X-Transbots? Well, good, because it looks like shit. It looks like it has that C+ upgrade kit that they used to, that is like super rare now and expensive that they made for the CW Defensor.
Yeah.
As well as Victorion. Yeah. Oh, he's angry. And there's our X-Transbots Menosaur next to him. That looks like shit, too. Kind of glad I opted out of that set.
With his single screw knee.
Yeah.
No ratchet, no spring, no tension.
Yeah, I am. I am definitely at the point that I'm pretty sure I've aborted the X-Transbots Defensor. Like, even though I love the Protectobots, I'm like, I hate their groove and I hate their Streetwise, and I'm like, I just don't want any more of these. Like, I'm done. I'm good. I'm done. So.
Yeah, fuck it, sell them.
Yeah. I don't even know if I want to. I just want to throw them in a box and give them a Goodwill, frankly. So.
You're going to cause some kid to kill this family because of how needlessly complex they are.
And that's how I ruined someone's Christmas. And their little legends. Their legends. They have their legends Streetwise here, and I can tell you already, I don't think it looks good. Because like none of the stuff on the car lines up. Like the front bumper has been in a collision, is hanging off. There's definitely been some body work on the door and the windows, lower, and the line of the bottom of the car is off. Like it's just like, fuck, X-Transbots, care about your job a little bit here.
Hold on a second here. The close-up of the car mode, where it's just the car mode in the picture, you can't deny that sharp paint job on those rims, though.
Yeah. That's like the person who, and I've done it before, where you're like, let me give it a quick Sharpie silver rim. Whoops, got it on the tire. Nah, I'm not going to bother cleaning it off.
Let it fly.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and not like paint job aside, because obviously this is just a paint job real quickly painted by hand for prototype purposes or whatever.
By who? Michael J. Fox?
Yeah, but the car does not look good.
Get out of my head, Rich.
Yeah. It doesn't look good. I'm sorry, MMC or X-Transbots. And like I can tell all the ways this car like looks like it goes, transforms, little pieces turn here and there and everywhere. Like with X-Transbots engineering, like it's gonna break. It's just doomed to die. So.
All right, moving on. They have a KFC God Bomber set now, as well as the actual Optimus Prime core truck.
Yeah.
Because on display there, I think Rich and I caught it, they had a cardboard cutout of Optimus Prime in a Raiden armor, which was stupid.
Yeah, if you bought the trailer, you got a little cardboard cutout Optimus to throw in the trailer. So. And because why would X-Transbots release the whole toy at one time?
Yeah. So yeah, this looks like shit. Ugly ass feet. I always hated the feet. I hated the feet on a G1 figure. I hated the feet on the fucking Takara version of Power Master Optimus Prime. I think Hasbro got it right when they did their version, because he actually had a fucking foot. And then they have the Nemesis Prime from the movie The Last Night. Yeah, we get it. Challenger's back. No one cares. Sorry if that was your G1. Now, this does pique my interest. The Run Brothers.
Yes, they do too, but I am so scared of X-Transbots quality anymore that I feel like I just gotta wait until these come out before I can pull the trigger on them.
At least wait for the 7 repaints they're going to make off of it.
Yeah, right? I mean, because that's what I want, is like a pink one and a green one, like it's obvious with racing decals on it. Even
if they don't do kit and car, they fail.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I don't know who's doing this this one character next to the Legends class Starscream. I don't know who the fuck that is. That looks like Trax?
That's Overdrive.
Overdrive?
I'm sorry, that's Downshift.
Yeah.
It looks like shit. Okay. Yeah. Straight up shit.
Well, see, and this is the thing. It's like I fucking love so I have questions first off about that Starscream that we think looks great in an X Transbots all display.
Yeah.
I have questions now. But when it comes to the Omnibots, like I fucking love the Omnibots. Like I think there's such potential there, and it's like, and then I heard that the first one sucks, and then it's like, well, I still like to kind of get them, but like I don't want to buy them full price. So like, I hope that these are good and I can pick them up later or something. Like I don't know. It disappoints me. X Transbots.
Okay, next one. Pick ending in 081850. There is your MP scale Ratchet and Ironhide.
Alrighty. Yep.
And that looks fucking terrible. I still have my Takara MP Ironhide.
So
I love the Takara MP Ironhide. I wouldn't change a thing about it. It's fine. They did what they could with it. You can't get a better version of it. He's got an angry face used for yelling, or if you want to sit there and just make him sound like a drunk redneck in front of his trailer going, "You better get those multi-racial children off my front lawn, boy, or I swear to Prime's ass, I'm going to come over there and pound you till you fucking shit out your mouth."
The thing that cracks me up about seeing this Ratchet and Ironhide right now is I'm like, oh, now I understand. I was right when I said, like, that's why you showed the back.
Yeah.
Like the front is so bad looking. Like, it doesn't look like Ratchet and Ironhide from the front, and the proportions are off, and it's awful. Like, the van looks okay, I suppose, but, like, so does the Takara one, you know? Like, this is not an upgrade.
Gonna be a real big fuck you is if they add, like, an IDW-style Ratchet head sculpt to it.
Yeah, uh-huh.
From More Than Meets the Eye, and people are going to be like, oh my god, I got to get this now.
Now my Lost Light crew is complete.
I will say that my MP Ironhide and Ratchet have whatever upgrade kit that came out probably, like 15 years ago at this point, that like
for the wheels?
leaves the doors on the chest to close it or to close up those gaps and stuff. I'm like, they're fine. Like,
yeah,
they're fine. Like, this is not good.
I feel like this is bad, like when TFC did their version of Ironhide and Ratchet.
No, X Transbots need to take this one back and reconsider what they're doing, because this is hot garbage.
The
Potion
pair
and
of skis.
Voodoo, or whatever they were.
Oh god, those were horrible.
Yeah.
What I was telling you about it, Rich. Like, long story short, TFCon 2014, Voodoo released the Diaclone Ironhide, so I picked them up, and I sent them back to Toy Dojo like 3 times because the first part of the transformation is to pull the back feet out. Yeah. And they're on springs, and mine just kept popping right off. Like, they were just such shit. So they finally sent me one in robot mode, and then I sold it immediately for like $75. I just wanted it out of my fucking collection. I couldn't do it anymore. So the Chosen Prime display, there's a Remaster EX Slipstream, which looks nothing like the fucking toy, with a banged up box. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I missed out on the fucking Chrome Dome in them. Shit, I didn't know that. Oh well. Yeah, bunch of exclusives over there. Toy Notch, never heard of that. Taro Oink, Full Action 02. That looks fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. There's that Joker off the Chrome Dome, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
The Joker looks cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. And I
love that it comes with that crowbar and the giant gun.
And shout out to the Realm for helping me find someone selling the Batman version of the MMC.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, you definitely have to have the Batman to go with it, right?
I just picked him up for a solid price. I think it was like $120.
Yeah.
Shipped. So it's very hard to come by either one of them for less than that. So then there's that Black Lion, which is shattered glass steel jaw apparently.
Yeah.
But he looks a lot like a Voltron lion. Yeah, there's a Cheetor in the Rosie tape set, which, you know, I kind of wanted to pick up, but whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, more display stuff at the Chosen Prime, the MMC Skylinks, which looks awesome. The comic book colors, Optimus Prime from MMC, the female Tarn, you know, every fucking DeviantArt artist wet dream come true. You know what really irked me was I wanted to get that freaking Guzzle and Brawn 2-pack that MMC made, because the Guzzle would go on my record shelf, but I fucking missed out and they sold out immediately. Yeah, that sucked. And then I find funny is like I'm looking at it now. It's the Star Primonon, right? The Star Convoy figure that they made years ago. That was absolute shit.
Yeah, it's no good. I have it.
Yeah,
but it's not that good.
Really wanted him too.
I sold mine. I sold mine after a few months, and I couldn't keep him anymore. He just was garbage.
Yeah, I had such because he came out after that Optus Pexis and whatever. And, like, I'm like, oh, this thing's going to be awesome then. And it's, like, such a basic transformation. And, like, like nothing about it is really that good. Like, I still have it, but I'm like, I can't believe after, like, the Grand Slam that was this, it's like, like, for baseball terms, the pitcher was up to bat next, you know? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm a pitcher. I know how the ball works.
I'm just going to
then
bunt
you had
this
the
one.
DX9 Dark Hanzo, which was weird seeing him there. He was for sale, sold out. I guess someone thought he was worth it. What I did see was what was the name? Wonder Toys Ronin, their take on Drift.
Oh yeah,
fucking huge, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Like I thought he'd be like MMC Strife size, you know, but no, he's fucking like MP10. I kind of want him now more than ever. Good lord.
Those Kang Toys Predacons are massive too.
Yeah, they are, man. It's scary how big they were until I saw them on display.
I've never seen them in person. I've always heard great things, and I hold the line strong.
Dude, this thing must hit over 2 feet tall combined, man. Because like Thorilla, the fucking pants section of the Predacon combiner is massive. I mean, massive. And I almost jumped on them. They had every Legends class figure besides Ferment over there for the Kang's Toys figures. They had the Headstrong, they had the Tantrum, and they had Thorilla there, minis. But I couldn't justify having it. And then another thing that blew me away, Richard, was that TFC tank Megatron they had.
Oh, I have that. I love that thing.
That's a fucking massive fucking bot, man.
Destro's Dominator.
Yeah. Like
that's a nice bot.
It is, yeah.
I wish they would do it in the actual Destro's Dominator colors.
Yeah, me too.
I thought they would, but
I thought they were going to.
I thought they were too. They've done like 8 repaints of the Optimus, so why not?
I do have that Dominator. It's a good figure.
And they had the MP Pterosaur there, as well as the Medigate Bludgeon. They had the Trojan, the fucking helicopter Waspinator there also. They had a lot of stuff there, like wondering what it looked like if you bought it and what it would look like on your shelf. This is why I like their display. The Planet X, Ironhide, and Ratchet, based on from the game, which I probably still regret I should have jumped on when they were selling them for cheap on fucking BBTS for like $50 a pop.
I think they're on sale right now on BBTS.
Are they still?
I'll look while we keep going. I'll look.
The Dream Toys, Star Toys, whatever, aerial bots that everyone's complaining about is like a bitch to transform into limb modes and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were there. Not exactly impressed. Dream Star aerial bots. Yeah, $150 a pop. Pass. They did have the old PE Beast Wars Transmetal 2 Megatron, as well as the TFC Lotto Kaiser. That was there. Then they had a bunch of the New Age displays with Grimlock, Darius, the toy version of Darius. All the Grimlocks there that they have, besides the Shattered Glass, David, the Fembots. They had a Hephaestus set. If I'm saying it right, the New Age Devastator. They had a set there on sale for like $280. I think it was for the entire thing. I'm sorry, $350 for the whole set.
I don't remember what he was on Show Z.
Show Z was like $2 change. It was a lot cheaper. But that's Show Z. So New Age Michael was there also on display. Their Jetfire. Whole bunch of other characters we had. Itty Bitty Rumble. No, don't shoot me, Cliff Jumper. Buggy.
Real quick, because you guys mentioned it, I decided to go and Google the potion, the Voodoo Toys potion. And I think that's a better looking Ironhide than the X-Transbots. his head's a little weird, but
fuck you, bro.
But he looks more like Ironhide than that one does. So I don't know.
Yep. Had a bunch of Magic Square on display also. Yeah, a lot of Legend stuff. Mech Fans Toys was there. The Lucky Cat, whatever, Constructicon set was there also. Pengu Toys, like their Hot Rod and shit like that, that's there. They had a Unicron.
Oh my God, what is X-Transbots doing? I'm looking and seeing that like they're re-releasing the Overdrive in like with all these racing decos all over them too. Like,
Yeah, it's dumb.
they just want to get sued.
there's
like,
a bunch
what the
of
fuck are they
Overdrive.
doing?
There was one thing that really caught my eye. That was the Unimetal Megatron.
Yeah.
That was fucking gorgeous. But then I look at when I was there watching it, I'm looking at the hands, especially the thumb, like those ball joints. It just look like they're gonna wear and tear over a couple of years, and you'll get floppy hands that don't even fucking stay. But it looks good. But $850, let's take a photo. It's cool.
Exactly.
Fans Toys display. Hey, look at all the stuff that came out that we don't carry anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The Cyclonus pose was pretty good. But yeah, they had the Headmasters on display there, a bunch of their Dinobots, Blaster, Tesla, Apache.
The things about Fans Toys though is like at any point they could just be like reissue.
Yeah,
Because yeah, I know they're gonna fly off the shelf and they could just sell them for more expensive even.
Just like they're doing with their freaking Aerial Bot sets.
Uh huh.
Pre-orders are fucking selling out. So then the X-Transbot sets, no one cares, 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 no one cares. A lot of no one cares.
Strange how they named them all the same.
Yeah, they all look like shit. And then the Gigapower Gravitator was still there, as well as a super shiny Swoop and Sludge. No one cares, 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 no one cares. Oh, Flame Toys Hot Rod. That looks fucking stupid.
I think we know the name of the episode.
Yeah, no one cares. Fans Hobby Display. They basically showed the exclusives from last year, which had me like licking my chops at that fucking pyro for my Wrecker set. I took like 6 photos so I could sit there and use them as reference when I repaint this freaking fire.
I have a. Do you remember they were crossover gen? Like
Yeah.
spelled like Zovergen. I have one of those Optimus Primes that I repainted meticulously into a pyro, like trailer and all. I should take a picture, and if you want it, I'll send it to you.
Okay. That'd be pretty cool. And then they have their double dealer, which I think looks good. Looks just as good as the MMC. Then they have that fucking Windblade exclusive that still is available. Nobody likes. Let's see here. No one cares. 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 No one cares.
I think I have the Windblade.
Power Baser Armada Megatron, which I almost picked up there, but I'm kind of happy with the Hasbro. And then the Robeson booth, their Bumblebee. No one cares. 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 Oh my God! How many pictures of the fucking Bumblebee did you have to take, kid? Jesus. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares.
He thought someone might care.
No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares.
Probably Robert. Robert loves Robeson.
He was there taking photos in disguise.
He just showed up to take
Robert.
Robeson.
We found out that it's actually Robertson, but it was too close to the money, so he just dropped the T.
Yep, and then the frame and picture shop. That's where a lot of people were taking artist jobs and selling them for profit, just like AI art. None of these people are seeing a penny from these sales. But hey, they framed them, so they're basically paying for the frames, is always their argument.
You know who that is? That's Rick Alvarez.
Is it?
Yep.
Rick Alvarez could go get fucked. YOLO Park. Oh boy, I clicked out. I feel like I'm not missing anything on the YOLO Park. I talked about their Megatron. That's the only thing worth mentioning. If you bought their Bumblebee and you're happy, cool. If you bought their Optimus Prime and you're happy, cool. Optimus Primal, also known as Sub-Zero in some cases, cool. They did show Scourge from the movie. That looks actually really good. But it's prototype all gray. And I guess a Scorponok figure. No, that's Cheetor. Sorry. Wow, I know my beats. Well, I thought not. Yeah, so no one cares, no one cares, no one cares, no one cares, no one cares. Moving on to the Megatron. They're showing the Megatron, and that's it. That was it. TFCon 2023 in Orlando.
In the bag. I told you, third party panel sucked.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
the
I'm glad
third
I
party
didn't go to
panels
it, man.
and the third party panels at the last handful of TFcons have been pretty lackluster. So I don't know if it's just the companies that are willing to play ball for it, or they don't want to like show off anything so their competitors can't just compete. Like I have no idea what it is, but like third party panels used to be fun, and then but that was like 10 years ago now, and like now they're just like meh, we're gonna just show all this stuff we have, and there's the only things that like which one did I go to? It was years ago now, and then they're like, oh, Fort Max's body. I'm like, it's never fucking coming, idiots. Like, it's never coming.
It was 2014 because I was there, dude.
Yeah, like, it's never coming. I'm sorry, it's never coming.
Yeah, everyone paid $220, $250 for that Hannibal figure that came with a fucking stand.
Yeah, I got it. I like it. I'm happy with it. I bought it knowing 100% that's all I'm getting. I am never getting the body to this thing. So, whatever.
It was crazy. I didn't go to the third party panel because I was up in Richard at the time, I believe, when it was happening.
You probably didn't miss anything. You did not miss anything.
Yeah, the Rome group chat wasn't like, oh, who's going to the third party? I think Derek B was the only one that went in that group. I think Scott M also went, but yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Yep, but I got to cut out, guys, because I got to get up at 4 a.m.
All right.
So y'all can do the official stuff together. Remember, no one cares, 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 no one cares. I do want to talk about this Rise. First look at Transformers Rise of the price of Bumblebee and Starscream 2-pack.
Uh-huh.
So they finally do a new mold for Bumblebee. It looks kind of interesting, and then it's a fucking deluxe class, so you know it's going to be shoddy looking. And it's based on a video game that was renamed later on. And the Starscream looks like shit.
The Starscream, the colors are very strange that there's so much black all over Starscream.
Yeah,
Bumblebee looks weird too.
The alt modes are terrible.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the Bumblebee, and the alt mode is like some weird like Mad Max looking car thing. But like the way the guns are on there, like I thought that it was like a forklift at first.
It's spoons.
It's as if a gay Volkswagen Bug was trying to prove it's straight.
Yeah, I don't know. This is
instead of
weird.
embracing his true self.
And then
that Starscream looks like shit though.
Well,
Jesus.
and then both the bot modes honestly look kind of shitty on both of them too. Like the proportions are weird on both of them. They both have like these like enormous chin straps going on their helmets. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's only $72.
Oh, good. That's reasonable. So, and clearly, well, what it is that it's a deluxe bundled with a leader class figure, given the size difference between the two of them.
This is a commander pack.
Yeah.
My favorite for the second one, which I need to look at now. The first look keeps on firsting with the first look at Earthrise Prowl and Thrash. Is the first H silent?
I like it.
Fucking trash, man. And this Prowl looks like absolute garbage.
Hey.
So I bought that owl figure everybody was up in arms about. I saw it in my Walmart, right? That's fucking a repaint of Hot Rod, dude. That's not Prowl.
Uh-huh.
He's even got the fucking fins. Oh my god.
He does. Yeah, he does have the fins. And yeah.
The spoiler. Sorry, everyone. The spoiler. I'm not a car guy either. I can give two shits. But yeah, that's fucking Hot Rod.
He's got the pipes on the side and everything. The exhaust pipes.
Man. Fucking.
That's most definitely a Hot Rod based toy. So
tell me that those flame effects are just hard molded on there.
I also really like that they're like we don't have a light bar, like paint the intake scoops on the hood. Like light bars.
So I get this was mostly aimed at the kids show that came out, right? That had a lot of people up in arms because one of the characters on the show preferred to not identify as either gender, so they wanted to be referred to as they or them. But this Terran trash, as we're calling them, pretty cool alt mode for a motorcycle. But the figure's a fucking joke looking. Like, I can't accept the fact that this guy is like an Autobot. Like, or he would fight anything. It'd be more like just the box art alone. Like,
I can already see that they're gonna just repaint this and put a Psykill head on him.
Yep.
like just the box art. Look at his face on the box art. It's like, oh my god, people are shooting. I gotta go. Gong, 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 and then right up.
What is the symbol on the last picture? On Prowl, it's an Autobot symbol, but what is that?
It's an Autobot human hybrid symbol, I believe.
Yeah, because there was some kind of thing that they.
So the Autobots are mating with the little kids?
No, ew, no, you perv.
They touch them inappropriately, and they.
Take a seat right over there, Richard. Let's have a talk. Let's look in your bag.
Dear HR, there we were, just trying to have a podcast.
And then Richard had to make another fucking penis joke about kids fucking Autobots. I mean, yeah, it was called for, and I'm not really that offended, but it was hard to masturbate to when I went to bed. But yeah, the alt mode looks fine, but and like the robot mode isn't bad except for that goofy fucking face sculpt. That like I could probably say this would be a non-combining groove, right? Like if I'm being generous, and I am immensely generous.
It's because the rest of the Protectobots don't want anything to do with him.
Yeah, it's just, they're like, oh man, don't invite that groove. That's the one that smokes all your weed and never pays you back. Like, hey, don't invite that groove. He still owes Hotspot $20, and he's bragging about all this new clothes he bought at Walmart. Like, this motherfucker got some balls on him.
Hey, I will be right back.
Yeah, okay. And like everyone has that friend that you invite to a party. And then when he shows up, everyone else at the party is like, oh my God, why did you invite him?
Like, I had to. I didn't think he would come.
Yo, he cries when he's drunk because his girlfriend left him for his brother.
I really didn't think when I invited him he'd actually come. That's why I invited him. But
she's in the throuple with his brother and his father. Why'd you invite? Oh my God. Oh, he's drinking. Oh no. He's got weed too. He's got to cry, then make bad jokes. Lack of effort on Hasbro. I don't know. I'm not a fan. Like, again, I know this is a kid's show, right? But that fucking box art, it's, man, like I bought that owl figure everyone was up in. I think his name's like Night Scream. Not Night Scream. It's something else.
Yeah.
But like I bought it thinking like, okay, it looks really cool. I like the color scheme. I like the alt mode. Have it in hand. That's another thing I got this week. And it's trash.
Yeah.
So it's like this is definitely a kid's toy. It's not for me.
Well, it's a shame. Like when you say it's definitely a kid's toy, like, but that wasn't how kids' toys were 10 years ago, right? Like they were higher quality. Like they didn't feel cheap. They had good paint apps and all that stuff. It's like I'm sure you could. There's probably a full documentary out there that probably already exists, but like I'm sure you could make a documentary on the fact that the toy companies are killing the toy industry. It's. You're pushing people to go into all the apps and stuff. So, yeah.
Like as I scroll up on the TFW page, all these images are on. There's a Amazon ad for Transformers Legacy United Core Class Beast Wars 2 Universe Tasmania Kid. This was a one-step changer in the Beast Wars line.
Yeah.
That was a good example of what a kid's toy was if the kid was like fucking 4, right? Because they still believe Santa Claus is real, and a tooth fairy that someone comes in and whenever he loses a tooth and drops a $5 bill under their pillow. That's a good example of what a kid's toy is. A good example is Iguanus. When I gave my nephew Iguanus, he had a lot more fun with Iguanus as he did with like the two-step changer Starscream from the fucking movie line that I gave him a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Because it's an animal and it's a robot and it's not a lot of effort. Whereas a two-step changer, he still had to like flip the shit like a fucking butterfly knife to make it happen.
Yeah.
Maybe back in our day when we were kids, we were perhaps a little more intuitive with how this stuff works. Perhaps. There's nothing wrong with teaching a kid how to transform a commander class figure like Rodimus Prime from the Kingdom line, or even Jetfire. Just teach them, they'll pick up on it. I just don't understand that they'll repaint a hot rod white and add red horns on him and call that Prowl, but they'll go ahead and when they have an opportunity to really make money and should have been a commander class, but the Energon Megatron figure that they're releasing is going to be core class.
Yep. Doesn't make sense. They make a lot of BSy decisions, so.
You know, but they are making a Magmatron, which I'm sorry, and no disrespect to the Beast Wars fans, a select few people know who the fuck that is.
Mm-hmm.
These newer generation with disposable income doesn't know who the fuck Magmatron is and will just pay maybe that price for the original Beast Wars figure, which was a lot more intuitive than these have been.
Yep.
You know, like it's like someone asked me, like, at the convention, like, what would you rather take, the Beast Wars Cheetor or the Kingdom Cheetor? I'm like, Beast Wars hand over fist. That Kingdom Cheetor looks like absolute garbage.
Yeah. Garbage.
You know, their Tigatron was great. That's great. Why wasn't, you know, it's basically the same fucking character, just upscaled, but the transformation didn't see it. He didn't look as gaudy as fucking in his robot mode.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what the fins are supposed to be, Justin, on Prowl? They're supposed to be the doors. Remember his doors?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just fucking Hot Rod spoilers, man.
That's terrible.
It is terrible.
Yeah.
Garbage.
I'll do one more.
It's funny because the box art looks more like Prowl by far than the toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, no, let's just shoehorn.
So we'll do one more that's actually really cool. 3-0 shows off the comic book edition of their G1 MDLX Megatron statue with sharp, clear, high-res pics displaying that he is beautifully painted and surprisingly easy to masturbate to. I said that out loud. Well, fuck off.
Yep. He looks nice.
He does. It's 18 centimeters. That's what, Justin? You're the nerd here. Yeah. What,
Fine.
is that 6, 7 inches tall? It says here 7 inches.
Yeah.
So there's your. It's a great looking toy, but it's not going to fit with your Chug because his aesthetic is very off.
Mm-hmm. Not gonna fit with your masterpiece because
because it's too
his
small.
size is way off and the aesthetic's off. But I'm sure you could find some aesthetic that would match. But yeah,
like Gundam Wing.
Yeah.
But what I like about this is that this is like a lot of you guys who haven't read the old Marvel comics. Megatron was a certified Lunatune. You know, like he was crazy.
Uh-huh.
This fits him so well. I like that they're doing this deco. The last time we got something like this was, oh my god, they put the gun barrel in the fusion cannon barrel. That is so fucking dumb.
You can take it off,
Oh
though.
my god, I know, but it's so dumb. Why would you make that an option? Jesus.
I don't know.
You're basically an $80 SH figure art made out of a robot. Like, the fuck. So yeah, the last time I saw a Marvel comic version of Megatron was the Black Helmet Hegemon.
Uh-huh.
Which, ironically, Richard sold one of those. And he sold a Sonicron, too. Big ups to Richard, pre-order, for finding someone dumb enough to buy a Sonicron, and now they killed their family after TFCon weekend.
I actually had 2 Sonicrons, and my friend Dan was like, "You're a monster for selling that."
Did you sell some Omnigonic spin outs too?
I should have.
The thing that I thought was funny, I was looking through this deluxe Megatron, and I'm like, oh wow, he really does look like the comic. Look at him compared to that comic book cover of like that picture 11 is like the same damn thing. I'm like, oh, I see, because they took the version from picture 11 and put it in a comic book filter. I see.
Picture 9. What's going on there? He's packing down below.
Mm-hmm.
Behold
Picture
my
9.
bulge.
All hell Megatron's bald.
Yes, I know. Just touch it. Touch it. Yes. Yes, Starscream, fire me. But you're not a gun yet. Just do it.
Yeah, so this looks really neat.
It's not for me, but I think I agree. I think it looks nice.
Yeah.
I can see being into the aesthetic. I'm not, but I can see it.
Okay, so moving on. That one dumbass guy from that one cool podcast.
Thought you were going home.
I know. We're going to do one more, then that's it. I'm leaving. The
All
one
right.
dumbass guy from that one cool podcast kind of helped me make the full dialogue for the G1 episode Revenge of Bruticus available for all the Sunbow Marvel archive.
Yay! I know that dumbass guy. What a dumbass.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Who's a dumbass?
It's me.
Oh.
Beautiful.
So you're Black Convoy on TFW?
No,
Racist.
No,
Yeah.
I am not Black Convoy. But this is I own the audio, the actual reel-to-reel tape of this. And it came with the digital download of the audio. And so working with Simon Lech, who runs the Sunbow Marvel archive, he took it, and he likes to take them and put them to the storyboards if he can, and make YouTube videos out of them. So it's pretty neat.
Very cool. It's very cool. I'm definitely going to be adding this to my watch later list.
I am also known as Bruticus.
Nailed it. Next.
Yeah, it's kind of neat hearing some of the, Wally Burr talking with some of the voice actors and getting them to redo lines over and over and giving them direction, and pretty neat.
Mm-hmm. It's very cool.
It is. It's really weird seeing how they did it back in the 80s and how all this was done, and now it's like, someone with an AI program could sit there and have Bruticus saying, "I love Cheerios."
All right, Oscar. Well, you have a good night.
All right, guys.
Me and Rich we'll finish this on out. There's only a couple things left. We probably won't spend too much time on them. So. All right.
Good episode. Fun. We'll see you guys later.
Good time.
All right. See you, Oscar.
Bye.
All right. So up next in the news, since Oscar is on his way out the door, surprise, you'll hear him at the end. Fuck off, I have 2 toys. Love Hasbro. So Hasbro has decided that they really need to get in the cube game. In what I think is probably the worst way possible. I don't know.
What the fuck are these?
I have no friggin' idea. It's like a face. You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember that one episode of Animated where Shockwave, who is posing as Longwreck? I think it was Longwreck, and he puts Cliffjumper in the garbage disposal, and he comes out like a little cube.
Oh yeah, didn't you do that to Blur too?
Yum. I think so.
Yeah.
And that's what this looks like. It's a little trash cube here, and I don't quite understand what's supposed to be happening here. It looks like it's got some kind of spring-loaded gimmick going on, but like, what is it? The rock, paper, scissors challenge. Select your secret attack. Launch the battle cubes. The loser gets captured. Oh my god! So it's just a rock, paper, scissors thing, and then like. See, this is when I say there could be the documentary of how toy companies have killed the toy industry, like right here. Like, this is a bullshit thing, and then they're like, download the app. It's like, so you're just making kids pick up their tablet and put down their fucking toy, like.
Right.
So what's going to happen? You're going to play with this, like your kids are going to play with this thing for like 30 seconds, decide it's stupid, but they've already downloaded the app, so then they're going to pick up their tablet and go play something else on there. And guess what? They're not coming back to your stupid fucking toy, Hasbro. Like, come on. Stupid. Yeah. This is stupid.
And man, the last thing you see before you smell the chloroform is the 4th picture from the last.
I totally agree.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
What is that Optimus Prime face, and why is he staring at me like that?
Hey, you.
He's not just asking, give me your face. He's...
Give me your soul. Stop touching little boys over there.
It's terrible.
This is awful. Like, everything here is fucking awful. What is the orange thing? Bumblebee versus... What is it? Versus what?
Oh, that's Battle Trap, I guess. Looks like Battle Trap.
Battle Trap.
From Rise of the Beast.
Oh, that movie I still haven't seen. It's funny because it's like it's just like Bumblebee versus, and then like versus who? I don't know. We'll find out. So Bumblebee looks pretty soulless too. Let's see what's Megatron look like. Yeah. The Megatron face is my favorite face of any of the faces, I guess, but it does not
the
look
Scourge
like
face?
Is it Scourge? I don't know.
They don't even give you Megatron.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever this is my favorite face, but it doesn't... I don't know. This is fucking stupid.
It's terrible.
Yeah, Hasbro, get with it, because people are going to stop buying your toys. I mean, I feel like most of the adult collectors, except Matthew, have already done that. And you have to figure out why. Come on. You're making trash. Landfills are not happy with it filling up with plastic, man. Legacy Beast Wars Neo Titans Class Magmatron, plus that other disappointing repaint we've already seen. So this is the Stranger Things Surfer Boy Pizza thing, which, again, I still think the van looks mostly okay. It's a little bit weird, but it's a remold of an Ironhide, isn't it? Looks like it's a remold of an Ironhide.
It's Wheeljack.
The new Wheeljack. Okay.
The new Wheeljack, yeah.
Yeah, I see. The Magmatron is kind of interesting. I remember having this at a point because, like, when I got back into Transformers, I was really into trying to track down the combiners, and I remember I picked up the Beast Wars combiners, and I didn't really care for this guy. And the more it comes down to it, like, I don't feel like this is what it looked like. Maybe it's been a while, but, like, I don't remember big paddles. The whatever the dinosaur is, plesiosaur?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
I don't know.
I don't remember that as a shield.
I think he was. They actually released the Beast Wars Neo toy in the U.S. and the I think it was the Universe line.
Let me see. I'm gonna go look at
gray and green packaging or something like that.
I wish I could look at like G1, but I don't know how you look for OG Beast Wars. Oh God!
Beast Wars
Oh my
Neo
God!
Magmatron.
Okay, yeah. So he does have the thing as a arm/shield thing. Okay, it's been a while since I've seen these, so I totally forget. But the one thing I most definitely forgot is that there's that like fucking human centipede combiner robot thing.
Human centipede. That's perfect.
Uh-huh.
It really is.
It's like, we're going to take the Tyrannosaurus and we're going to use the pterodactyl to shove the asses of these two creatures together. Oh, man.
And then we're going to make them eat Energon.
Yeah.
The first one's going to eat it and then shit it into the other one's mouth. And then...
well, this is a reverse centipede. They connect ass to ass in this case because the plesiosaur, I believe it's a plesiosaur, his head is like a scorpion tail from the back, so it's definitely ass-to-ass connection there.
This plesiosaur,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he did that, I'm pretty sure, in the cartoon.
Yeah. All right, well, does this one do that? Let's see.
That is actually a good question.
They don't seem to show that. Yeah. It's because that's a travesty. And also, like, and then I look at the toys here, and I'm just like the plesiosaur, like, you're going to see all those pieces of the neck. You can get away with hiding the hollows on the inside of, like, a thigh and stuff because you don't necessarily see it all the time. But, like, both the pterodactyl with its insanely large neck and the plesiosaur, like, they're all hollow up the neck. It's like, have some fucking pride in your toys and spend the extra 30 cents, like... Come on, Hasbro. This is garbage when you do that.
They know that Get Right Robot or whatever.
Yeah, they'll just make someone will make the fillers and put them in there. We don't have to do it. So, yeah. I mean, generally speaking, if you like the Beast Wars, then, like, I feel like this is a no-brainer. Like, the robot looks good overall. Yeah, I think he looks good overall.
He's fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I still think the original looks better, but the original toy, but
Let me see. I gotta look at the original toy.
He's probably
the only thing about the original toy is, and I think the reason that I did not care for it too much, I think the Tyrannosaurus on the shoulder always struck me a little weird, and I guess it's still weird here, but it looks like really weird on there. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. The weird thing about redoing Beast Wars here like this is like it can be hard to justify this toy because, like, Beast Wars had action figure like articulation, right? Like, for the most part, like not 100%, but like like he's got ball jointed elbows and ball jointed shoulders and hands that articulate and all this, and then you look at like this one and. He has all this stuff maybe kind of lesser because they're just like pinned joints and stuff like that. I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, so up next, War for Cybertron. No, not that one. The game one from a while ago that they aren't really re-releasing on current-gen consoles. Voyager-class Starscream. This is definitely a weird choice to double this far back into your backlog of things. Like, it's one thing if like this was appearing like in that War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, whatever Netflix TV show, but like to like just kind of call back to the game with no reference to this is kind of strange.
If anything, it's just confusing. If you're somebody who doesn't know better and you're just getting into Transformers, or you're a kid of this age that's targeted right now.
Yeah.
And you're like, this isn't what he looked like in the cartoon.
Yeah, it is confusing.
Gamer edition. Is there a game? I don't see a game.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
And how easy would it be to throw it even just on Switch? Especially since your target audience
it's the licensing thing though, right? But that's what's weird about the thing is this was Activision, I believe, that put this out. So I guess does someone else have the Transformers license and they can't re-release it? Because I don't know. Like there's a bunch of Transformers games that I would love to see them negotiate a deal to get a re-release. Well, not really a bunch, just really that Armada game that really is good.
Let's see.
But that's Atari, so.
Okay, so publisher was Activision, developer was High Moon Studios.
Yeah, and I don't think High Moon exists anymore, but like I'm sure you could get someone to like Activision probably still owns that code, right? So I'm sure you could get it rezzed up for current gen or something like that. I don't know.
And Blizzard bought Activision, right?
Maybe.
Or is it the other way around? Activision, Blizzard.
Who knows?
Oh, here you go. Let's see. Activision owns High Moon Studios as of 2008 to present, per Wikipedia.
Okay.
So they're a subsidiary words of Activision Blizzard.
All right. Well, there we go.
So yeah, not sure why they don't just put it out as a cheap download on Switch.
Yeah, just like even without even a rescaling, just like it works for this too. So, I don't know. This is weird. It's a weird decision. They were decent games though. I mean, honestly, they were good Transformer games. So,
I had a lot of fun with War for Cybertron. Fall of Cybertron wasn't as good to me, in my opinion, but it's still a good game.
I agree. I think War was better. Fall was still a good game. What I really was unhappy about is the fact that the Transformers Devastation game that came out was just like not a Transformers game, frankly. So, well.
It was fun for the first level, and then you're like, oh,
yeah,
it's the same button mashing over and over again.
Yeah, like, and there was no real reason, like that the vehicles were relegated mostly to being like part of a combo, right? Like they weren't necessary for getting around the map or anything like that. So
yeah, they had a couple little challenges here and there for the vehicles.
Yeah, and like I feel like I don't even remember like I don't know. I don't even remember using the vehicles for anything. I do remember the challenge things where it was like a race to get from point A to point B, but like other than that, I don't recall anything about them. So I don't know. That was a disappointing game, but that was playing off of some other game that was popular. I forget. Was Bayonetta? I don't know. Something like that. So, meh. All right. The last piece of news we have before Oscar comes back to take us on out of here. No, seriously, fuck all the way off 5.2 toys. Core Rumble, but also big-ass leader-class Bumblebee movie triple-changing Megatron. Finally. Let's see. What do we got here?
There's actually quite a few things in here.
All right. So, okay. So Rumble is definitely a cube.
Why? Why does his head look like a Bruticus head?
That is a good question. That's a damn good Bruticus head, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what this concept is. I'm sure we can find it, but I guess there's some concept art where he's a cube.
Yep.
I mean, that's not even...
It was 5.2 toys, this concept art.
That would be great.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So what else do we have here? So, okay, Decepticon Mohawk. I think we've seen him before.
Maybe not the studio series. I can't remember, but
yeah,
that's fine.
Wheeljack. He looks totally like the Wheeljack I grew up loving. Not really. And yeah, you can see how he's that pizza van is the remold of him.
Yeah.
Scorponok, and they're like, hey guys, remember when he needed to transform? Okay, let's transform him. Like, this is weird. Like, so, okay, Deluxe Class Rise of the Beast Scorponok. Did Scorponok, was he in the movie?
In the big fight at the end, there were a bunch of drones, basically, and I can't remember if it's exactly the same CGI model as the Scorponok from, like, the 2007 movie, but it was very similar.
Did it transform?
I don't think so. There's a lot of stuff happening in that final battle that is blink and miss it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like all the Maximals. They're in robot mode for hardly any screen time at the end. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I will say the Scorponok robot mode looks fucking weird. They're like, why don't we take his tail and make it? Is it one of his arms, or is it like, I don't even know what it is. Like it
looks like one of his arms.
Yeah, maybe it's a weapon. I don't know what's going on there, but like, why not just let it like sling over his back like a scorpion stinger still on the robot? I don't know. That's just thinking about it too much, right?
That would be too obvious of a.
Yeah. Okay, Scrap Heap. He looks scrap heapy. I think his motorcycle looks stupid. I don't recall it ever looking that way, but whatever. Not for me to like. Starscream, we just talked about this. Megatron. Oh, he looks like a Metal Slug tank.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And that third mode there. That's special. Here, I'm gonna send you a link to a better pic of that third mode, the jet mode, I guess.
Yeah, for lack of a better term.
Spaceship.
I mean, the pic you have looks way better than the pic that I've got here. So,
I guess. I mean, the tank looks fine. The tank looks like a Cybertronian tank, at least. Like you said, very Metal Slug inspired.
Yeah.
The jet's just kind of there to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, triple changer. You know,
Yep.
The third mode, one of the three modes rather,
has to suffer. Yeah.
Usually has to suffer. Yeah. So.
Okay. So then we have that one. Thundertron? Is that what his name was? Or something like that.
Thunder.
Nobody gives a fucking Tron.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Oscar taught me that one. Okay. So let's see. Moving on. What else do we have?
Magmatron.
Oh yeah, we got the animated Bumblebee and Optimus. We got Windblade. No one cares. I don't know my Beast Wars characters, so I don't know about this one.
Let's see, where are we? What pick?
14. MCML 14.
Go back. This is Tigerhawk.
No one cares.
Season 3 of Beast Wars.
Yeah. So, okay. He's here. He does not necessarily look better than the Beast Wars toys. Magmatron, no one cares. Pizza Boy, nobody cares. A bunch of things in the box, no one cares. And that's that. We did it. We did it. Nobody cares. So, Oscar, take us out.
So special shout outs for Dust Mites for providing the beats for our legendary entrance theme song. Check the Realm of Collectors on Facebook. On facebook.com/groups/Realm of Collectors. Everyone who follows us from Shadowcast Uncut, we're grateful to each and every one of you, all 6 of you, especially you, Joe S. Be sure to check out none of us on YouTube because T2R6 doesn't do anything anymore. I don't do anything anymore except we contribute to this channel. And maybe Justin will upload it accordingly this time and not pull an Oscar. And
sorry. I've been painting my basement. I forgot. I apologize.
Paint fumes, bro. Hot shit, never getting high again. You failed.
I frankly forget what day the podcast is because I've been inhaling so many fumes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so that was
I just
nice
like to
seeing
hold
Justin.
the paintbrush up to my face. I'm like,
It's like, oh god, oh, lavender.
I did that actually with my wife's there. She's like, okay, hi on the fumes. Like, what fumes? She's like, did you really just do that? I'm like, maybe.
She looked at Justin and was like, well, shit. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. And then she's all like, lavender cotton with a twist of caramel. He's like, caramel? Oh, babe, I shit my pants. I'm so fucking wrecked. I've shit my pants.
This is true.
But all right, so we'll see. Listen to you guys. I'll see you guys next Monday, another 2 Mondays from now. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. I'll be in better spirits, hopefully. So we'll see you guys. Love you guys. Nice meeting you, Richard. Robert,
Good
you
meeting
missed out on this episode. Take care of your mother-in-law.
You some
Who poops.
bitch.
Some bitch. She poops. And until then, on behalf of me and everyone else here on All Hail Unicron, we want you to stay reformatted. And remember, sometimes it's okay to just stick your dick in a hot tub jet stream. It'll come out.
Man,
Think
TFCon
about
was
ugly
weird
people.
this year.
Is that what happened to Matthew Perry?
He's like, oh my god, it won't come out. I should be Deadpool. Blah 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 blah.